Shalom, Shalom, Koholayim La, Albanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekakradash. Double honors to our elders and elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners, and a strong shalom to the Aquaf sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Okay, this is your brother, Amoth Ya'ayz from Yahweh, Amoth Ya'ayz from Yahweh, coming at y'all with another beautiful lesson. Y'all asked for Jim Crow Joe, Joseph, I ain't playing with you niggas Biden. Y'all asked for the devil, Jim Crow Joe, I ain't playing with you niggas Biden. So let's go ahead and let the scriptures talk, man. Let me stop running my mouth and let's let the scriptures talk. So let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. And we're going to read verse 37, I believe. Let me get to it. Salakia. Con, there you go, right there. Okay, and thou shalt become an astonishment. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, shall lead thee.
Quote, we already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots.
All right, so let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Let's go. Let's jump down to Micah. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands, man. No need to break that down. No need to expound on that. It is what it is, man. So let's keep it moving. Let's go ahead and jump down to Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 14. And we're going to read verse 7. Ecclesiasticus chapter 14, verse 7. And it reads this. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. Okay, self-explanatory. So let's keep it moving. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to the mini Bible, Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. And it reads this. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Woe, which means destruction, unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So the devil, man, the devil's he's at work, man. He's working hard, man. Point blank, period.
1994 crime bill, we had a gigantic epidemic in America of violence, particularly in African-American communities.
Every major crime bill since 1976 that's come out of this Congress, every minor crime bill has had the name of the Democratic senator from the state of Delaware, Joe Biden, on that bill. We must take back the streets. It doesn't matter whether or not the person that is accosting your son or daughter or my son or daughter, my wife, your husband, my mother, your parents. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter or not whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons. So I don't want to ask, what made them do this? They must be taken off the street. That's number one. And that is
1994 crime bill, we had a gigantic epidemic in America of violence, particularly in African-American communities.
They must be taken off the street. That's number one. Be taken off the street. That's number one.
So let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. We ain't done yet. Let's keep on going, Israel. Let's keep on going. All right, so let's go to Deuteronomy again, chapter 17. And we're going to read verse 15, and it reads this. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. So we ain't supposed to be out here voting, man, especially not for these damn cave gorillas, these silverback beasts, man, these red, thin-lipped cavemen, man. We ain't supposed to be voting for these damn devils. We ain't supposed to be joined with no other nation, man. We are separate, holy, put apart, Israel. What are y'all doing, man? But trust and believe, y'all about to get everything y'all hoped for and wanted for, man. Y'all about to get everything that y'all wish for, man. Okay? Point blank period, man. This is Exodus 23. Exodus chapter 23, verse 32, and it reads this. Thou shalt in Slakia. I'm excited. Exodus chapter 23, verse 32. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. So you start, following these people's customs. You're gonna automatically follow worshiping their false idols, man. Okay, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai told us not to follow after these nations, man. We are above all these nations, man. Okay, so we ain't supposed to make no covenants with these people, and we damn sure ain't supposed to be following their gods, man. But yeah, who am I talking to? Israel, a stiff-necked and hard-headed and gainsaying people, man. Stiff-necked, hard-headed, and gainsaying, man. But trust and believe, y'all gonna learn, man. Yeah, y'all gonna learn, man.
Figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't.
All right, so let's keep it going, Israel. Let's keep it going. Let's jump to let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms chapter 10, verse 7, and it reads this. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Okay, these cave gorillas don't give a damn about you jakes, man. They don't care about you jakes, man. Point blank period, man. They speak smoothly with their lips, man. All right, so this is Psalms chapter 52, verse 2. Thou tongue deviseth mischief. Thou tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully, man. Man, oh man, this cave monkey got you niggas doing backflips, jumping jacks, all types of shit. The Harlem Shake, the Tootsie Roll, all that shit. The Running Man, they got you doing everything out here for Jim Crow. For Jim Crow Joe, I ain't playing with you niggas Biden, man. You niggas bringing the breakdancing era back. Y'all was out here doing the cha-cha for Jim Crow Joe, man. When Jim Crow Joe gonna show you that he ain't about you niggas, man. Jim Crow Joe is going to show you. He going to thoroughly show you niggas how he feels about you, man. He thoroughly going to show you, man. Let's jump to Isaiah. Because this is what Jim Crow Joe think about you niggas, man. Isaiah 42. I believe this is the right chapter. Yep. Isaiah 42, verse 22, and it reads this. Isaiah 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. And they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. This is Jim Crow Joe. I ain't playing with you niggas Biden MO, man. This is his MO right here. Let me read this again because I don't think you heard me. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore, man. This is Jim Crow Joe. I ain't playing with you niggas Biden MO, man. This is what he's about, putting you niggas in jail, man. Okay? Jim Crow Joe gets a hard on putting you jakes in jail, man. Okay? Down from Judah all the way to Issachar, man. His nipples get hard. Oh, boy, the thing that really turns him on is young kids. Oh, yes. And there's evidence of him rubbing kids' shoulders, smelling their hair, whispering in their ears, man. Oh yeah. He's chasing that BP. And if you don't know what BP is, man, you better get hip. All right, so let's go to one more. Let's go to Lamentations, chapter 4, starting off at verse 18, ending at 19. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven. What? Hold up. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven. They persecuted us upon the mountains because they sit in the high places. This is their kingdom, man. Okay? So they're going to have their way with you jakes, man. They persecuted us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness, man. And that's right, man. And Jim Crow Joe, I ain't playing with you niggas Biden, is going to show you jakes how much and how passionately he hates you niggas, man. Okay? Point blank period, man. So you got what you want, but trust and believe. You crying for joy right now, but you're gonna be crying because you're gonna be mourning soon.
Do something about that cadre of young people, tens of thousands of them, born out of wedlock, without parents, without supervision, without any structure, without any conscience developing, because they literally, I yield myself 3 more minutes, because they literally have not been socialized. They literally have not had an opportunity. We should focus on them now, not out of a liberal instinct for love, brother, and humanity, although I think that's a good instinct, but for simple, pragmatic reasons. If we don't, they will, or a portion of them will, become the predators 15 years from now. And Madam President, we have predators on our streets. You're looking at the fellow who was one of the primary architects of the Sentencing Commission. They must, be taken off the street.
Let's keep it going, Israel. Let's keep it going. We ain't done yet. Let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 17. And we're going to read verse 5, and it reads this. Thus saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh his flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. So what does that mean, Israel? What does that mean? Let's let the Bible talk. Let's let the scriptures speak. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 30, and let's read verses 1 to 3. Isaiah chapter 30, verses 1 to 3. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. And who is the new Pharaoh today? Jim Crow Joe, I ain't playing with you niggas, Biden. And to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Man, oh man. So what does that mean, Israel? What does that mean? Let's let the scriptures talk. Let me go down here, right here. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Isaiah chapter 30, starting off at verse 12, ending at 13. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Yasharallah, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach, ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. So you ain't going to see when your destruction coming. You're going to be having a good day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna wake up on the nice side of the bed. Your woman might cook you your favorite breakfast. She might not give you no lip. You might even bust off one that day. You might even got your rocks off. But your destruction is gonna come when you don't even notice it, man. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period, man. And that's just what it is, man. Jim Crow Joe Biden is gonna show you.
I'm figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Be taken off the street. That's number one.
So let's keep on going, Israel. Let's keep on going. Let's get it right here. Let's get it. Let's keep on going. Let's go down to Ecclesiasticus chapter 12. And we're going to read verses 11 to Salakia. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verses 10 to 11. And it reads this. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Okay, so they thought they ain't all bad, not all of them. Okay, we will see. Let's drop down to Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verses 16 to 17, and it reads this. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. So I'm going to say it to you, Israel. I'm going to say it to you, 2/3 simple niggas and you nigga woman. You've been had. You've been bamboozled. This cave monkey is going to show you what he's about. And he's about your destruction. Point blank, period, man.
I'm figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
So, Lord willing, man, this was edifying to the hopeful elect. I pray that this was edifying to the hopeful elect. You reap what you sow, 2/3, man. You want the cave gorilla to be over you? That cave monkey, that red thin-lipped beast? Well, you're going to get exactly what you deserve, because Jim Crow Joe, I ain't playing with you niggas, is going to show you that he's about the business. And his business is destroying you Israelites. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.
In the 1994 crime bill, we had a gigantic epidemic in America of violence, particularly in African American communities.
They must be taken off the street. That's number one. Be taken off the street. That's number one. Be taken off the street.
I'm figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.